What's the best workout split? The truth is there isn't one. The only question that matters is what split fits your life right now. Before you even think about a split, be honest about three things: your age, how much time you realistically have, and how dedicated you truly are. The goal isn't to force a split you want, it's to find one you can actually sustain week after week. All splits work, but they work for different goals. If you just want to be fit and strong, that's one thing. If you're chasing maximum muscle growth, that's a completely different conversation. Let's break down the 4 everyday splits and find which one fits you. By the way, my name is Boris Kish, a licensed IFBB coach and a professional nutritionist with a background in the super heavyweight division at over 220 pounds on stage, which is over 100 kilograms. I'm 193 centimeters tall, which is 6'4". Welcome to my channel. Now, before we start, I want to tell you that there is no certain rule which split you have to do. Do you understand? If you're doing your split as you're doing it right now, and if it works, change nothing, stick with it. But if you have a problem, if you hit a plateau, if you feel that you're stagnating, then this episode is really for you, and I will divide everyone for you so that you don't run in the circles like a damn hamster, okay? Number 1, I call it the smart and busy split, 2 days per week in the gym. That means if you're busy with the job, family and responsibilities, and you're thinking what's the simplest split with a minimum thinking, minimum stress, and maximum consistency, for me the most underrated weapon is upper lower twice a week. I mean, this is really the perfect split for all of people who are working, who don't have enough time to go to the gym, and who don't want to overthink. I mean, if I was on the vacation with the family or with my partner, this is the split that I would do. I would definitely not be doing this bro split that I'm doing in my free time. If you understand, when I'm fully able to do whatever I want. That means one upper day, one lower day, with a few days between them. I would honestly recommend Monday and Thursday. Monday upper, Thursday lower, easy peasy, that's done. You hit everything, you stay in shape, you progress, and you don't overcomplicate your life. Do you understand? For normal people, this is not too little, this is actually very smart. And if you want to level up your training, I've created 3 complete training splits you can get for free. Click the link below, join my coaching newsletter, and I'll send them straight to your email. Number 2, I would call it the consistent athlete split. That's 3 days a week. You understand? So we are advancing slowly but surely. Here I would pick for you, honestly, full day 3 times per week. That means if you want a bit more training, you like being in the gym more often, do you understand? You're not completely limited with your time. And I'm not saying that you're limited, but as I said, maybe you don't have time to go 5 times or 6 times per week, but you want to do more than twice. This is the split for you. And of course, if you don't want to be married for the gym, then full body 3 times per week is a great option. But here is the key. Full body is not about animal intensity. You have to understand, I mean, a lot of you guys are writing me in the comments, this is my favorite split, this is something that Steve Reeves did. Do you understand? I mean, yes, it was great in 1950s, as the car that was great in 1950s is not a great car now. Yes, it's a fantastic old timer, I like those cars, but it's not, you know, properly suitable for going on the streets because it's lacking the technology. Therefore, it's not about destroying yourself. It's about going through the whole body, getting a good stimulus, staying full, staying in shape, feeling good, and keeping that rhythm. It's the I'm consistently training and feel like an athlete split. Do you understand? Not that I'm going to the max hypertrophy and annihilate one body part split. You have to understand that other splits are for that. You have to be fully realistic with yourself. And I want to show you something really quickly. This is, you know, when you tear up the muscles a little bit, when you're doing something stupid and your split isn't properly adjusted to the stuff that you're doing every day. You know, I'm doing a little bit of comeback and I thought that I could train much heavier than I actually could because I didn't got on the point where my ligaments and tendons are following my body, and this happens. Luckily, it's nothing serious. Now, I don't want your empathy or that I play the victim role now. This is a good reminder that you don't do the same stupid mistake. Now comment below which split you're running, how many days per week you train, and how many sets and reps you use. I wanna see. Number 3 is the serious hypertrophy split. This is how I call it. Now we are advancing to 4 days per week. That means if you're more serious and your focus is more on hypertrophy, more muscle growth, you can take much more supplements, you know, you're researching a little bit about that, you're fully focusing on recovery, you are counting your meals, you're at least eating 200-300 grams of protein per day, then we're getting into 4 trainings per week. And I'll say it straight, 4 days is enough, it's really enough to get close to maximum hypertrophy. If you train intelligently, you can actually prepare for a bodybuilding contest if you want with this split. Now, I'm not saying that you do that, but with 4 days per week, yes, it's the sweet spot for giving your body the maximum performance that it needs to grow. That's where I like a bodybuilding style approach. 1 big muscle group and 1 smaller muscle group per session. That way you can actually really push hard, recover, and progress without needing to live in the gym every day. For most people who want real muscle growth, 4 days is the sweet spot for serious results and still having a normal life. And if you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button for more real, no fluff fitness advice. Number 4, the all-in lifestyle splits, as I would like to call them. Now, most people love push-pull legs, and listen, you know, really push-pull legs is okay. If, again, I was not chasing maximum intensity, this is really a go-to split. I would train it, why not? But the reason, for example, why I personally don't like it is because I cannot train shoulders, triceps, and chest on the same day and give the maximum that I could. And then, you know, accept that they will develop in the way that they could if, for example, I left one of those 3 muscle parts for another day. I mean, it pushes you toward hypertrophy, but I'm going to be, as I said, even more honest. Push-pull legs has a real limitation if your goal is really maximum hypertrophy for a single muscle group. On a push day, you're splitting energy between chest, shoulders, and triceps. You can train them all, you can get a pump, you can progress, but you're not going to maximally destroy one of them the way you can with it has its own priority. You understand? That's the point. That's the trade-off. It's not bad, but it's just not the most precise tool if you're trying to bring up one specific body part really as hard as possible. And that leads to the next level, the bro split, the good old school split that I would like to call. People hate it online because today, you know, it's all science-based. But here is the truth. A bro split can make you huge. Really, I don't know any IFBB really serious pro. I mean, from the pro that became pro, you know, before. Now everybody's getting a pro card. With all due respect to everybody, you know, who isn't training like bodybuilder, who isn't training a bro split. I mean, that should tell you everything, right? A bro split can make you really huge if you're advanced and if you can handle that kind of volume and recover from it. Because the whole point of a bro split is simple: 1 or 2 muscles per day, and you annihilate them. That's not beginner stuff. That's not I train when I feel like I can stuff. You understand? That's for people who are truly dedicated and can train almost every day. And here is something most people ignore. Whenever you're natural or enhanced, for example, like me, recovery is completely different. Volume tolerance is different. How much you can handle and still progress is completely different. That's reality. So when people copy splits from guys who are clearly enhanced and then wonder why they're burned or injured, that's why. And I'm not just talking theory. I want to tell you, you know, when I was seriously competing, I was training 6 times per week, twice a day, early in the morning. Training with weights, then cardio, then another part of the split for the same day in the afternoon, and then cardio. For example, if I did arms, triceps was in the morning, biceps and forearms was in the afternoon with 1 hour cardio after that. But this is like if you're really seriously dedicated you go all in, but you don't have to do it. As I said, you adjust to your needs that you want to achieve. And my lifestyle was really focused only about that 10-15 years ago. And if you want to level up with a professional one-on-one guidance, hit the link in the description. Let's take your progress to the next level. Now I want to talk about adapting for real life, and this is why the smartest lifters aren't emotional about split. They adapt. They pick what matches their life. Let me give you a simple example. For example, on a vacation where it's 50 degrees outside, like for example in Egypt, I'm not going to do 200 kilo squats like an idiot as I am in the gym where I train now, where there is air conditioning. You understand? I mean, what's the fucking point? Nothing is going to happen in that 1 week if I do upper lower twice only in that week, right? Nothing magical happens if you don't train like a maniac in that week. But you can absolutely get injured if you suddenly change environment, sleep, hydration, heat, equipment quality, and still trying to train like you are in peak prep. Therefore, if you're in a hotel with limited equipment, perfect, full body, get a pump, maintain, feel good, stay in the rhythm. Also fantastic split for being there. The goal there is maintenance, not maximum progress. And that mindset is what's keeping you consistent for years. And this is where I like to give a laptop analogy. I mean, because everybody understands it. For example, an HP laptop for 500 euros isn't bad. If it's brand new, do you understand? It's great, but for what it's designed for. Emails, browsing, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, basic work, it's absolutely perfect. But if you're a professional video editor doing heavy 4K timelines or 3D work, that 500 euro laptop will suffer. Do you understand? You need a stronger tool. The same thing with your workout splits. None of them is bad. They're simple, different tools for different jobs. You can be CEO of any company with a laptop that's only 500 euros. You don't need stronger for that job. So here is the bottom line. Stop looking for the perfect split. Stop looking for the split without overlap. There isn't any. The point is that you find one that is really suitable for you, that you fear the least overlap. Look for the split you can actually run consistently based on your real life, your real dedication, and your real goal right now. And if you want to apply my 10-8-6-6 progressive overload system with your push workout, click on this video here and I'll see you there.